Haryana has now been turned into a virtual fortress. Ahead of the quantum of sentence, Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh, the quantum of sentence will be announced at 2:30 this afternoon. He was convicted on charges of rape over the weekend. The special CBI court will have a special hearing at the jail premises. This is a 15-year-old rape case. CBI Special Judge Jagdeep Singh will fly into Rohtak on board a special chopper. He will land at a makeshift helipad 2 kilometers from the jail premises. The quantum of sentence is likely to be pronounced around 2:30. Ram Rahim Singh faces a minimum jail term of 10 years and a maximum of life in prison. India Today spoke to his legal counsel. Does he have any defense? What will the mitigating factors be? Let's listen in.
Crucial day for Gurmeet Ram Rahim and even for the state in terms of law and order. We have with us counsel of Gurmeet Ram Rahim. We have with us Vishal Garg Narwana. He's already been declared guilty. What is the next step for legal counsel? You're already going to the Rohtak court. But what is important, what is the sort of strategy you will have once you enter the court?
First of all, the thing is, it is the discretion of the court to impose sentence. Now we will pray the court to impose lesser sentence after looking into the health conditions and the good deeds done by the accused. That's it.
You're talking about a heinous crime and then you're also talking about leniency. This is obviously turning out to be some sort of oxymoron. On what kind of conditions? Because remember, he also has some world record. Do tell us about the social deeds and how are you really going to compel? Because obviously in terms of merit of the case has already been lost.
The thing is, it is the prerogative of the court to impose the sentence, but the accused has full right to pray for the lesser sentence as provided under section 427 CRPC. The thing is, he is into good deeds into this NGO and running the trust for the last 27 years. He has campaigned for Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, eye donation, blood donation and kidney donation camps. These kind of good deeds.
But in terms of even cooperation, we've seen what has happened. 39 people have lost their lives. The death toll is only going up. So in that sense, the court has already, especially the Punjab and Haryana High Court, has already taken a very stringent view, not just of Baba Ram Rahim followers, but also the government here. So in that sense, how do you see, do you feel that will somehow imply in terms of the quantum of punishment, or do you think it's going to be just the merit of the case?
It is totally different. That is not the part of the case or the trial. That is not the governing thing or the important thing which will be considered by the judge. The thing is, at that time, the accused was under arrest. He was in the custody of Haryana police. That's why that portion which happened after the conviction, that is not at all related to the trial or for the quantum of sentence.
He has a huge following base, but there is also this condition about his own two followers, minor girls who had accused him of rape. Despite his own plea that he is not guilty, where do you think was the case lost?
Till date, we have not we are not provided with the judgment, so we cannot comment right now.
You've not got the order of the copy, but do tell us how there is obviously an imminent case where you will be contesting the case in a higher court?
Yes, definitely we will move to the higher court. We will file appeal.
Kamaljeet Kaur Sandhu now joins us live from Panchkula. Ankit Tyagi joins us from Rohtak. Ankit, in Rohtak, are there apprehensions? Now, what we've now been told is 100 people have been taken into preventive custody. Is this just in Rohtak or is this across Haryana? What are apprehensions? You've been speaking to senior police officers.
Well, Gaurav, there are in the Rohtak range, there are about 10 Dera establishments, one of them in the Rohtak city limits itself. These 100 people have been detained from these various Deras. The police has gone into a massive crackdown drive in the last couple of days. Every Dera has been checked. The IG told us that nothing suspicious so far has been found. But these 100 people, these 100 preventive detentions are on the fact that these people are the instigators or the ringleaders. They do not want anybody instigating crowd so that there is a repeat of what happened in Panchkula on 25th. As far as the security is concerned, about 23 paramilitary companies from CISF and BISF have been drawn for this. Entire Rohtak city as of now has been converted into a virtual fortress. Every road coming into Rohtak, the national highways, the state highways, and from the villages also, there are barricades and security personnel, those who have been deployed. The 10-kilometer radius of the Sunaria prison has been completely given to the security forces from the center. BSF, CISF are guarding it. In fact, where I am standing, the Sunaria prison is just about a kilometer from here. CISF commandos along with BSF has been deployed here. The prison complex, the security has been taken care by the paramilitary forces itself.
Okay.
Since yesterday, 8 p.m. last night, there are shoot at sight orders. Till the time the order is delivered, we are expecting the proceedings to start at 2:30, and somewhere around 4 to 4:30, we would in fact get the quantum of punishment for Gurmeet Singh Ram Rahim.
Okay. Kamal, you've been speaking to your sources both in the state and the center. Shoot at sight orders, additional deployment of Central Armed Police Forces, the army carrying out a flag march, all these measures, including preventive detentions of Dera workers, all these measures that have now been taken, why weren't they taken earlier on the day of sentencing? Perhaps 38 lives could have been saved.
Absolutely, Gaurav. It was too little, too late. The army was called in the last minute. They could have been called in much earlier, could have saved many lives. There's also talk about how pellet guns could have been used rather than using real guns. But these are measures, and this is now a post-mortem analysis. This could have been done earlier, and we've seen Haryana police failing repeatedly. Whether it's the Jat agitation, whether it's the handling of the law and order situation, they let the people in. That went actually out of control. That could have been contained, and that's the criticism that is coming their way. But instead of taking any sort of blame, they're patting their own back, saying that Dera had crores of followers and perhaps the casualty is a little less. But remember, a scathing remark coming in from the court. If there is any hero of the day, is obviously the court itself, which gave a direction, which gave a free hand to security forces, and that is how the situation could be contained. But obviously, it seems that the government here, especially the Khattar government and Haryana police, seems to absolve itself of almost all duty and obviously relying on the directions of the court itself. But today is going to be another day. It is going to be a test of mettle, not just of democracy, but also of the Khattar government. Whether this is going to be the last straw. This time things look much better in Panchkula, because remember, the focus itself has changed to both Rohtak and Sirsa. But again, situation may take only a little while before they go out of control. Most of the people that we've spoken to on streets say they are positive things will be better. This is only a matter of quantum of punishment. But remember, even they are keeping the fingers crossed.
Okay. In a situation like this, Mr. Gaur, you're a lawyer. Are there any mitigating factors? Kamal was just speaking to Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh's defense team, and they said he runs blood donation camps, he runs anti-drugs campaign. Will these be, or can they be, mitigating factors in a very heinous case of rape, and that too of a minor child, a minor girl who was a sadhvi and treated him like a godman?
Mitigating factors of a convict who botched up the investigation, who hindered the investigation, and then look at the audacity. He is drawing the power show. On the last day also, he is taking a cavalcade of 187 cars to the court. Thousands and lakhs of people surrounding the court premises. What do he want to show? I mean, this is something weird. And then he's talking about his good conduct. Good conduct is being shown by the people who have ransacked, who have actually vandalized Panchkula, Sirsa, and other places. A country was taken on ransom by this rapist.
And to ensure that there is no repeat of the violence that this country saw in Punjab and in Haryana, massive deployment of security forces all across the state of Haryana. Rohtak jail, as my colleague Ankit Tyagi was reporting, has been turned into a virtual fortress. Almost stringent curfew measures put in place in several parts of Haryana. There's actually a curfew in place in Sirsa, Section 144 imposed in various parts, including in adjoining Delhi. So 11 of 13 districts in Delhi, section 144 has been put in place. That means not more than 4 people can congregate at any one place. Delhi and NCR on high alert. Schools in Ghaziabad will remain shut today as a precautionary measure.
We have ensured multi-layered security arrangements not only around the Sunaria jail complex but also in the entire Rohtak district. We have in fact also taken help of the adjoining districts so that there is no built-up of mob or crowd here. So our basic focus here is that we don't allow any crowd to be to collect in violation of section 144. Even if at a smaller group level, 1, 2, 3, 4 people, they try to create some mischief, we have contingency arrangements to counter them, and we have made arrangements and briefed our men to cater of various kinds of untoward incidents which can take place. In a run-up to today, we clamped down on the organization capability. We had already identified previously the people who could organize mobs, so they were immediately taken into detention, and even till yesterday some detentions have taken place. So around there are about 10 deras in my jurisdiction, one being in Rohtak. We have put a clampdown on all of them. They are all been shut down. We had got them searched. No objectionable material was recovered from any of them within the dera, and about 100 people have been detained connected with the deras who had organization capability.
रोहतक में जो भी सिक्योरिटी के लिए अरेंजमेंट जरूरी हैं वो सारे के सारे कर लिए हैं. रोहतक की जो जेल है जहां पे कोर्ट स्थापित होना है उसके 10 किलोमीटर के एरिया को पूरी तरह से सैनिटाइज कर दिया गया है. उसमें किसी भी प्रकार के अनऑथराइज्ड आदमी की एंट्री वहां पे नहीं है. जो भी इवन गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल्स भी अगर वो जाएंगे तो उनके भी अपने आइडेंटिटी कार्ड बनेंगे, व्हीकल के पासेस होंगे, और उसके अलावा कोई भी अनऑथराइज्ड व्यक्ति वहां पे नहीं जा सकता है. इसके साथ ही रोहतक शहर में आने के जितने भी रास्ते हैं वो पूरी तरह से सील कर दिए गए हैं.
It's a Monday that Haryana is waiting with a bated breath. The quantum of punishment for convicted rapist, self-styled godman Gurmeet Singh Ram Rahim is going to be announced today. I am in Rohtak, just about a kilometer from the Sunaria prison, and the entire atmosphere here has completely turned around. Not only because of the security presence that you see just beyond these barricades, the CISF commandos along with the BSF and the local police have taken over this entire stretch. Buses have been used as a barricade. Also, it's also about the kind of curiosity around this. Remember, on 25th when the judgment came, there was massive violence today. Huge media contingent also assembled here. You can see all these tripods and the OB vans on the other side all across the road. This is the place where the police has given this space for the media contingent, beaming live what is going to happen in this case, as there is massive curiosity around this. Here where I'm standing, the CISF and the security personnel have stopped the villagers. This is one of the road that comes here. They have stopped the villagers and others, those who are coming here. Nobody today is allowed. The government does not want a repeat of what happened on 25th. This is a Sunaria prison, which is about 7 kilometers from the city. All across are only fields, and the administration has put in massive security measures, crackdown in the entire Rohtak range on the deras to ensure there is no repeat of the violence that took place on 25th. Remember, that violence got a lot of flack for the Khattar government, not only from the courts, from the public and the media as well. With camera person Sudhir, Ankit Tyagi in Rohtak, India Today.
So you've seen the kind of security that is in place in Rohtak. Let me now take you to Dera Headquarters in Sirsa. There's a virtual lockdown in Sirsa. Local administration has arranged for more than 150 buses to send back supporters back to their homes. According to B.S. Sandhu, the Director General of Police, his information was that there are 10,000 people inside. Local media reports seem to indicate there could be up to 30,000 people who were inside, but gradually they're all being asked to come out and go home. Just a handful remain. What we are now being told is that 100 key Dera employees, those who work at the ashram to ensure that the ashram functions round the clock, they are still inside. Most people have been asked to leave. Across Haryana, several Naam Ghars, Dera Naam Ghars or Naam Charcha Ghars as congregation centers are called, they've been shut down. Over 100 Dera activists have been taken into preventive custody. Let's take a look at ground reports coming in.
Hours ahead of quantum of sentence that will be pronounced against Baba Ram Rahim, India today has exclusively entered in the Dera's bastion. This is the Dera headquarters in Sirsa, gate number 10. Now you can see these pictures of Baba Ram Rahim. This is Dera headquarters, and this whole premises, the huge property in 750 acres, the Dera bastion, the epicenter there where the violence took place. Now that is the road which links to the the front entrance, and left to me the exit part of this Dera headquarters. What you can see in these images, the people, thousands of supporters, because this was the stretch, if you remember those old pictures, thousands of supporters were sitting both the side of this road. Now these supporters are evacuating. Let's have a few words with them. अंदर कितने लोग हैं सड़कों पर यहाँ जो लोग बैठे थे?
बहुत कम अभी जा रहे हैं, अभी
निकल रहे हैं। अंदर भी आप लोग को तकलीफ हुई थी?
कोई तकलीफ नहीं।
बच्चे बूढ़े भी काफी सारे थे यहाँ पे?
हाँ जी बच्चे भी सी कोई तकलीफ नहीं सानू किसी किस्म दी।
Thousands of supporters have already evacuated, and in terms of, see, these are the security arrangements. Haryana police jawan, paramilitary, army. There's a flag march going on in this, across this, all this stretch. Heavy security deployment to tackle with the miscreants if at all they resort to violence and repeat what happened on 25th. In Dera's bastion in Sirsa with Alok Das, this is Ashutosh for India Today.